I'm Emma Fancher. I'm 12 years old in the 6th grade and I live in Vancouver, Washington. Yay. So I'm going to wash my hands, obviously, before I start cooking, because that would be gross. So, today I'm going to be making a shredded cabbage and red pepper stir fry with beef. Okay, so I think first things first I'm going to start by cutting my beef. So I'm going to cut it into really small strips because it'll cook a lot better, and that's just the way you're supposed to do it for a stir fry. So I'm going to start by cutting it really thin this way. So this is flank steak beef that we got. It's the kind you're supposed to do for a stir fry, so that's what we got. So I got into cooking when I was really little. I would sit with my mom and help her stir cookies, and then when I got older I just realized that I really liked the whole cooking aspect of it and decided to do that. I'm going to line this up and cut them into half or quarters, kind of depends on how big it is. Let's see. We want pretty small pieces of meat. Like, little thin sliced chunks. Let's see, more. Awesome. So we have our beef prepared. I just touched it with my hands, so I'm gonna wash my hands again before I start cutting up my veggies. And right now I have rice already going because that takes a little while, so that's gonna be ready at the end for the stir fry. I'm gonna start by cutting my red pepper. So I'm gonna cut out the inside because nobody wants to eat seeds and all that. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna throw it away. Compost it, actually. So composting is good. I'm gonna cut it down the middle. I'm actually gonna cut off the bottoms because we don't need that. Let's see. Look at this part. I'll compost that at the end. Now I'm gonna just cut these into nice little strips. Perfect, so that it's not too big and doesn't get undercooked, but not too small because it's a stir fry. It's supposed to be kind of chunky. I'm really all about variety. I do a lot of different things. I do stir fries, Thai food type things like that. So I'm gonna do my second pepper now. I do Mexican food. I've done, just hamburgers, American type stuff. I like Italian food, a lot of that. I've done homemade pizzas, pastas, all that sort of stuff. I'm just gonna throw all of this away. Yeah, I just like exploring with new things. And because making one thing over and over gets old, I like to mix it up. Oops.
Is there any food you don't like to work with?
Well, I guess peanuts because I'm allergic to them. But other than that, I mean, I'm kind of willing to try new things. Okay. Let's see. Whoopsie. So I've been working lately on making sure my knife cuts are real even because you don't want to have it all different sizes and it not cook evenly. It's no fun. You don't want to have some that's undercooked and some that are burned, especially when you're making something like this where you have to heat it all up at the end. So, gonna cut off the top. And then we're just gonna go over our little compost to do this because I don't want to get skin everywhere. So you just kind of take the peel one. get the gross outer layers off. Get to the next inner layer of the onion. I'm gonna cut it in half. I'm actually only gonna chop up half of it because I don't need all of it for this recipe. And now I'm gonna go in sideways like this and cut almost all the way down. Not all the way or else it will fall apart. Like that. And then like this. Again, not all the way down, most of the way. Let's see. And then, this is the easy part. You get it all together and you just cut down. It usually makes pretty nice, even diced onion. Because again, I'm working on even cutting skills. I sometimes just go in and get those ones that aren't even because I want it to look nice. Properly diced. Okay, we'll get this end over here. And then I'm just gonna take this onion. I probably won't use all of it because that's a lot of onion, but I'll use some of it at least. Final thing I have to chop up, except for the garlic bit. It's pretty easy. I'm gonna do cabbage because it is a cabbage stir fry, so you have to have cabbage. So that's not big enough. I'm gonna start by cutting it in half. Oh my! Yeah, we end up getting a really big cabbage, so I'm only gonna use half of it because it's the smallest cabbage they had at the grocery store. We're like, what? So. There we go. This we're gonna save for later. And this, maybe all of it, we're gonna use in the stir fry. I'm gonna start cutting the half in half. And then that half in half to make it just easier because this is so big. I'm gonna do one piece at a time. I'm gonna start by cutting down the middle. And then I'm just gonna cut it down here. You should get nice little strips, pieces of cabbage, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna break it up a little bit. You don't want to have big chunks for a stir fry. So it all kind of sticks together when you cut into it. I don't know why. I might need to get another bowl. This is so much cabbage. So much cabbage. Okay, now I'm gonna do the garlic. So I'm gonna use a garlic press. Just, I feel like it gets the juices out more, gets the flavor going more than just mincing it. So I have that little bowl. Got cabbage in there. And I'm gonna start by using this awesome little thing. So I just cut off the end. And then I take this and roll it back and forth. And it gets it all done like that. It's awesome. Because peeling these is a pain, so. Okay, so we paused there for a little bit because I just peeled all these garlic pieces. And so now, as part of all the mise en place I have, I'm going to just squeeze this into here. You can do it directly into the pan, but I just want to have everything ready for that step. I like to be prepared and plan. Get the skin. Okay, so I just pressed all of my garlic and it's ready to put in the pan. So I have some vegetable oil, and I'm not going to heat up the oil because it could burn the garlic. I'm going to put it all in at once and then heat up the pan. So about 4 tablespoons-ish, you know, it's not a real big deal. Because just the oil to get the pan heated up. Okay. Gonna add all this garlic, which is a lot of garlic. Oh my gosh. It's gonna taste great. Heat up the pan. It's like the pan is nice and heated up. That should be good. I'm gonna scoop in the meat. You wanna be careful that you don't get it over the edge, because getting raw beef all over the stovetop would be good. Okay. Now I'm just gonna let this cook up. Okay, cool. So we got all our stuff over here just so we don't have to move. I opened up my rice, which is perfect. Got that going early just in case. And I'm cooking up my meat. So I'm just turning over the meat a little bit so that I get all the parts even on each side. So my meat's almost done. It's still a little bit pink, but it'll continue cooking quite a bit while I saute the veggies and stuff in here. So with that, I think it's time to add all of this stuff. So let's see. I'm gonna start off just by adding the cabbage. Oh man, I hope this all fits in here. Although the things will wilt as they cook up. Let's see, lots of cabbage. So I'm glad I only use this much cabbage, gosh. I'm not gonna add all the onion, as I said, just probably that much is enough. And then all these peppers. Awesome. It works better and better as the stuff starts to wilt. You actually have room. Okay, now I can focus on the sauce. All of a sudden it stops sizzling. It'll start up again in a few minutes. Nice sauce with some oil, water, cornstarch. We're gonna add salt and pepper with the garlic, soy sauce. Very good. Let's see, I'm gonna do the cornstarch. I have a teaspoon. So I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Just this thickens it up so it's not like water. It actually makes it into a sauce. Okay, so I'll stir this in, and at first it doesn't look like it does anything, but after a while it really will thicken it up and it'll be really great. Okay, I'm gonna add the soy sauce now, and it's gonna be 4 tablespoons. So this is gonna add a lot of the flavor. So other than that, we just have garlic, salt, and pepper. This is really gonna make the sauce for this real nice. So that's 4. I'm gonna stir that in. I'm gonna add my salt and pepper now. I do it high from above so that it gets all over and doesn't just put salt or pepper in one spot, because that would not be good. I'll mix it, but we want it to really get thoroughly spread throughout. And then we'll do the same with pepper, flavor. Okay, so I'll see you again when I'm plating the dish and you'll be able to see it. Okay, I'm done. So I'm gonna get some nice rice here in a pile. And then kind of scoop it together. Let's see. Here we go. Nice. Then I'm gonna bring it over here to scoop this. Let's see. Get a nice amount. Oops. And let's see. I'm gonna get a spoon real quick and drizzle a little bit on for presentation. There we go. Nice done.